Hi Becky, hi Christie. Thanks for joining me today to talk about hairdressing apprenticeships at Elan Hair in Rothley and Loughborough College. I'm Tim Fuller, I'm one of the sales and recruitment executives at the college.
Hello, my name's Becky. I'm the salon director at Elan Hair Design.
Hi, I'm Christie and I'm the training apprentice at Elan Hair Design.
Thanks very much for that. So Becky, if I can start with you, could you tell us a little bit about apprenticeships within your organisation, how many apprentices you might have had before and how Christie fits into that?
Yeah, well, I've had the salon now for 10 years, and in that 10 years, I've had 5 apprentices that have all gone to Loughborough College. Christie is the 5th apprentice. Obviously, the apprenticeship for Christie has gone on a little bit longer with COVID, but we're working our way through. Christie's really confident and works really in the salon. Unfortunately, again, due to COVID, I've had to change the way that the salons run. So Christie, although she is doing her apprenticeship and she's helping us within the salon, she's very confident now in her 2nd year. So been helping us out with a lot of blow dries and colours. So very, very hands-on. And it works really well for the salon at the moment, the way that it's running. So so it's really good. It's nice to do an apprenticeship and to be hands-on in the salon.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you for that. And Christie, so can you tell us a little bit more about your actual job role?
So in the salon, my job role is mainly just being 2 steps ahead of everyone else in the salon and just making sure everything goes smooth, making sure the phone's always answered, making sure the kitchen's always clear, like all the pots, all the colour bowls, everything just clear, because when things get out of hand, it spirals, it rolls into a mess. But if you've got someone who can just get all them little bits and bobs done, it just makes everything flow like really well in the salon, and you can tell everyone appreciates it. So it's quite rewarding when you know you're doing your job properly, because everyone else, you can tell they appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. And Becky, back to you. Why did you decide to actually take an apprentice rather than a more qualified member of staff?
Apprenticeships, I believe, are really important. Obviously, coming straight from a school classroom into a working environment is very different, but it's very important as well, because that's the way I went straight from school when I was 16, went straight into a hairdressing salon, and I feel that you definitely get more from it working along with the other stylists, because you're watching all the time, obviously assisting, whether it be an individual stylist or in Christie's case, all of us. Good at juggling, but you do pick up a lot just from watching. So I definitely believe in apprenticeships, because I think people learn really quickly within that couple of years. They're still in learning mode from school, and you tend to come out with it with a lot more hands-on experience once you finish your qualification, and ready usually with a column of clients, because people you get to know as you go along, trust you, and that's business for you after your 2 years of your apprenticeship. So good stuff.
Brilliant. And what sort of thing do you look for in a potential apprentice then?
Definitely, obviously, over the 10 years, I have learned a lot from meeting different people. I think it's really important to be a people person. So when I'm talking to somebody, interviewing them, to be chatty, to be enthusiastic and have a flair already probably for hair. It's nice to hear that, it's a little bit of experience, something that they've done already. Maybe it be a Saturday job, if it hasn't been at my salon, at another salon. But yeah, somebody who's good at timekeeping, that's really important in our job. From the minute that you come in, 10 minutes before the day starts, hopefully. And then during the day, timekeeping is really important. But yeah, just enthusiastic, people person, and the rest you learn as you go along, I would say. Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. And back to you, Christie, why did you decide to go for an apprenticeship?
So before I actually joined a hairdressing apprenticeship, I had already done an apprenticeship previously, but this was in pharmacy. So it was just something to pass the time when I left school, which actually I did really enjoy it, but it just wasn't for me. So I think during that time, it actually gave me the chance to decide what I really wanted to do. And having already done an apprenticeship, I knew that that was the right thing for me, because I think for anyone who's similar to me, who's quite practical and hands-on, you struggle to sit down and write essays about what you're doing. So I like apprenticeships because you get thrown straight into the job. One, you're being paid. Two, you get to learn on the job. And three, it's just, you get a lot more experience. So I do think definitely apprenticeships are the way forward if you're a more practical person like I am.
Okay, brilliant. And what would you say the key knowledge, skills and behaviours are that you've actually learnt during this apprenticeship?
I think that the biggest one is learning to deal with the public, which obviously is a massive thing when working in a hairdresser's, because hair is a big thing to a lot of people. So when you're, I think that, yeah, the biggest thing for being in an apprenticeship in a job is picking up how to deal with people, like money skills, answering the phone, it's just all that. Mainly working with people and the public is the biggest thing that you pick up.
And how do you think then that this apprenticeship will help you with that long-term career goal that you've got?
Well, you've got your foot in the door already. You're in the salon. You, like Becki said, you're building your column up already, and you just already got that step ahead. And I suppose when you come out of university, it's slightly different because you've got that degree, but you've not got so much experience in that area. Whereas if you've worked in an apprenticeship, you've had that run up of the couple years training alongside other professionals who have already got that qualification. So you pick up all them skills as you're going along. And especially when working in a group with other people who are already professionals, they'll relate to you and say, this is what I did when I was learning, this is how it was when I was. So it's really good to be alongside people who have already been in your position. So yeah,
Brilliant. And Becki, no, put my teeth in would help, wouldn't it? Has having an apprentice actually met your expectations, or do you think it's even more than that?
Yeah, he has. I think, again, over the years, different personalities. In the 10 years that I've had the salon, you sort of, you learn. And me as a boss as well, I've had to learn on how to organise an apprentice within the salon, as well as managing the salon, managing the other stylists, managing my own column and my own clients, because I work full time in that salon as well. So yeah, definitely. It all comes together. It helps the salon to run more smoothly and be more professional. Once everybody gets to know each other, it doesn't take long, I don't think. Sort of the apprentice comes into the salon, you've got to meet everybody. And like Christie says, our salon, we've got 6 stylists. So we have only got 1 apprentice at the moment. And you've got to get to know everybody. And yeah, it just really works. That's all. It's just the last part of what am I trying to say? It's just smooth. That's all. It helps the salon to run smoothly. So definitely having an apprentice has been everything, that I've thought it would be, and ups and downs as well at times. But I think that's life, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. So, Christie, last couple for you really. It's what would you say your greatest success has been during your apprenticeship?
I would say, I think where Becki was going with, there's the ups and the downs. When you first join an apprenticeship, I think it's hard to gel with people. And especially if you've never worked in a salon before, which I hadn't. I've worked in a pharmacy, which is completely different. I didn't really have any salon skills. So for me, the greatest success was getting my skills and just noticing that everyone had noticed how much I had progressed. And it was like all of a sudden everything just clicked, and it was like, that's because I've done my bit, they've done their bit, and we're all working together now. I felt a change in the salon, that everything just clicked and everything just worked then. And you can see where you're meant to be, they know where to tell you to be if you're doing something, and it just like Becki said, it just flows. As soon as you know where you're meant to be, that's where it clicks. And that was my greatest success in like my apprenticeship, because I feel I just know where I'm meant to be now, and I am now 2 steps ahead of everyone else, getting them ready. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. And would you recommend the apprenticeship scheme to other people who are looking for?
Yeah, 100%. I think if someone's considering an apprenticeship, I would definitely push someone to go for it, because of how well my first apprenticeship went in the pharmacy. That was over in 18 months. And then coming into the salon, I think had we have not had COVID-19, I probably would be qualified by now. But actually, it's quite good because I just get longer to gain my skills and then get better. So yeah, 100% would recommend an apprenticeship.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, both of you, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you.